Hey, I'm live now. Hooray. My computer's going crazy today. It took a while, but yeah. Sorry I am late. Sorry I am late. But yeah, we're going to talk about Jaws, and I'm going to set up real quick, so if you just wait a little while, I will be right back. Hmm. So I'm just going to go. Where is it? There it is. Thank you, live dashboard. Okay, so I'm gonna back to OBS, go back to display capture. All right. All right, now I need my phone for extra stuff. And okay, so what am I gonna talk about J- Jaws? I don't know. I'm trying to get my chat up and running, so apologize. All right, got chat up. Oh, geez. I don't know much about Jaws when it comes to the how it was filmed or anything like that. All I know is that it was fake. I mean, the whole like shark, it's fake, and it's called like Bruce after his lawyer. I think that's the most like common thing people know about it. That's not about the film itself. So yeah, but like I said yesterday, the way it's filmed, you would never know that shark is fake because I thought for a long time the shark was real, and they used a prop whenever he would bump into something or go through something or eat somebody. So that was an awakening of some kind. Like, oh, it's all fake. Hey, Kevin, how's it going? Yes, shark, 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 baby shark, but not really. So, if you wanna, like, what do you know about Jaws? As I try to remember. So, like, yeah, I think everybody knows the story about Jaws because it's one of those things in the public pop culture that's like it's about a shark that eats people and people go after it, you know. And so it's just very interesting how like for people who don't want to see certain movies will never want to see them because they think it's very predictable in that fashion. But it's not so much at being predictable that makes the movie good. Because why do you want to see a movie about the Titanic? You know what's going to happen to it. You know, it's going to go down by an iceberg. You know, it's about what's going on the Titanic before and after that makes it interesting. You know, it's about the characters and the way it's filmed and the music. There's more to it than just the plot. You know, because I'm so just be glad it's not just a plot that makes a movie go forward. You know, if the characters are bad, then the plot sinks. Like, get it? Titanic sinks. But you know what I mean. So like the characters in Jaws are actually very good. Like Sheriff Brody, a person after my. I wonder if they are related, and his family are new to the island, or I don't know if it's an island or a coast. I think it's an island. Oh yeah, yeah, that's true. People will like. I'm not going in the water. There's sharks out there. Yeah, it totally created the biggest beach scare of all time. Like this is the movie that made people scared of the beach. It had that much of a cultural impact. You are right, Kevin. Yeah, thank you for bringing that up. And it was and so he's like he's new to the island, which I'm gonna call it an island, If people say, and if it's wrong, then replace that word with shore or town or yeah. He's new to town. He's new to the island, and so he's like he's new. And so when the first shark attack happens, he's like, we need to close the beach, which I hate to say it, but I'm on the mayor's side in the beginning. Yes, yes, Ed Jaws. We're talking about Jaws. I'm not just a movie man. I am a. I'm not just a game man. I'm a movie man, Ed. Yes, Saladex. Since I was a kid. Oh man. Well, you can add to your feelings to it, I guess. Like I said, if anyone else wants to talk with me about Jaws, we can go to the group chat on Discord because I would like to have somebody to talk with. That's pretty cool. Yeah. Welcome in, Ed. We're just talking about Jaws. So anyway, they were. So he wants to close the beach, and I'm pretty much on the mayor's side. It's like close the beach because of one attack. I think that the like, yeah, and that was just something that I kind of agree with the mayor over. Like it's just one attack. Like if but if it happened again, I'd be like, yeah, we are closing the beaches. We're yeah because one attack. I don't know. It feels like what if they do that and all so because not only that, there's a festival that makes the town a mass amount of money because people go on vacation to the small island or the coast of this of where the small town exists, and it must bring millions of dollars, and that's another incentive that the mayor like pushes, and I'm like, yeah, again, like I'm on the mayor's side on that part in the beginning because yeah, because if we don't have this money, then we're we're not gonna have like as much stuff. We can't build like people won't be paid. There won't be bonuses, and I'm sure he does it as a selfish reason, but it would still pay for everybody else. You know, you wouldn't have to raise taxes. I guess so. It's pretty good. Oh, and no need to apologize there. Um, so there was a lot of interesting things going on where in that part of the movie, like you definitely don't see the shark because all you see is the even though we know what a shark looks like, um, it's still shown in first person because everyone really knows what a shark. Even back then, people knew what a shark looked like, and so they're trying their very hardest to um, like this sheriff is like okay, he's trying his hardest to protect the people, but you can't really protect the people out there on the ocean. It you can't really arrest a shark, or you can't really run down a shark. Oh yeah, the opening scene was definitely something that like because the opening scene is where you just see that was it an inner tube or was it like it was a person swimming that it just gets dragged down and oh yeah, she gets like thrown around like the shark is so powerful that it just carries her around unnaturally like she's being controlled by a puppeteer. Like it is very like how powerful this thing really is. It, it definitely sets a tone of this thing is not to be trifled with, you know. And that's even set more set in like during the middle of the film where they're trying to they have this big debate about what they want to do about this shark. And of course, you have that scene where the famous scene where that guy is has his nails on the chalkboard, which I've had nails on chalkboards. I'm like, oh, because funny side note story. I used to have a teacher who wore her ring backwards, and she would write on the chalkboard. I'm like, stop it! Like, just don't do that. Uh, my name is. I'm like, stop. um, and then like, this is definitely when Steven Spielberg was not afraid of being not necessarily an artist, but being a being not afraid to offend people because the next person that gets killed is a little kid who gets sucked out of his like raft because oh, and I'm like, geez, this poor kid, and it definitely makes me feel sorry for the people going to the water, and so like oh man, I skipped over the 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 chalkboard being scratched. And so the reason why he shows up, he's like, I'm gonna have to do $5,000. Like, is it $5,000 to hunt down the shark? Um, I think that's why they rejected him because it was too much money. It's like, yeah, we're not willing that much money. So instead, they put up a reward for it, for like for a lot of money. Oh, okay, hold on. Okay, I'm gonna I'm gonna bring up Discord then real quick. Sorry about that, folks. We're gonna. Oh yeah, hold on. We're gonna have a our first group chat. Hello, okay. Oh, we have online. Hello, I am on the group chat. Um, let's see if we can have you gotta join the general thing. I, hello. Did, did it happen?
I hear you, Falco.
Oh, hey, what's going on? Hmm.
Yeah, I don't know because I'm watching it at the same time.
Yeah,
So
you you are
okay, yeah, just
online
yeah, that's crazy. This is the first ever um,
recording.
yeah recording kind of thing to be established of. So this is definitely different, but
Oh, yeah, sure.
yeah, man. I
Nice
mean,
to hear
just
you. Like,
yeah, yeah, indeed. Indeed. So, but yeah, just I mean, the Jaws movie, the first one, definitely had huge points of scare everything to go with it. So
absolutely.
no question. Granted, they could have done. I mean, I don't know how some people feel, or even your opinion with like Jaws 2 and Jaws Revenge. I mean, granted, it
Jaws
had its
3D, Jaws Revenge.
yeah, yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
I just want to stick to Jaws probably because that's going to take a while anyway.
Right. But no, the first movie would just Al Brody talked about with like we got to shut
Mm-hmm.
down the beaches and all that kind of thing because I mean
Mm-hmm.
at first nobody knew exactly how things went with like what kind of shark is this
Oh yeah,
you
that's one of
know
the things that the guy said. He was like, this isn't a small shark. This is something that like is powerful enough to like drag people around, go through boats, and like, geez. Oh, hello. What happened? Hello? Oh no, I lost it. Dang you, Discord. Hello? Oh, you um what happened? Oh no. He started another call. What happened? Hold on, let me go back to a shoot. Join call. Okay, sorry about that. What happened?
I don't know, got me there, man. Something, it just suddenly dropped the call. I don't know what the heck, but
Okay. Yeah, so like I was saying, it's so yeah, it was a big powerful shark and they're like it can't be this lonely tiger shark.
right, especially because again trying to go before the call dropped, just saying that I forget the scientist that or the marine biologist who
Mm-hmm.
came in and pulled out the tooth and even said, "Oh, hey guys, we're not dealing with your average size shark here. We're dealing with
Hmm.
a great white.
Yeah.
Well, and then how everybody's asking, well, where's your proof that this is a great white? There's no way that this could be a great white shark. I had the tooth in my hand, but I dropped it. And when he goes down into the wreckage,
Uh, yeah, and then they have this like, I don't know what the guy is. He's like a shark mercenary. Like this guy comes right out of like the Predator, and he's like, "I'll take that shark."
right, kind of like a Captain Ahab kind of character.
Yeah, definitely. I was like that's what I was thinking. Like he's definitely like a Captain Ahab character because he's like he is nuts when he goes out on the ocean. He's like the marine biologist like I need to call for help, and he like smashes the radio. I'm like what?
Right,
And
especially
like
this.
Brody is like, what's wrong with you, you moron?
Right, especially even like beforehand, where they're talking, where he gives like you go into the water, sharks into water, and all the other nostalgia that goes into it.
Mm. So
So
yeah, I haven't seen that. I've only seen bits and pieces very recently, and so I'm blanking on some of those things. So I'm glad to have like it a refresher without the videos. Thanks, YouTube.
dang it.
Oh my goodness.
Yes, this dang thing keeps hanging up. I don't know what the heck's going
I
on.
don't know that. I don't know either. Like I think it's just Discord. Um,
Could be, could be. So
so when you so I like I because I often forget that that thing is fake because they do a really good job of shooting the the shark like out of place, and that really
right, right.
that's really the testament to Steven Spielberg's way of directing in the filmography of filmmaking, and like because it you don't know it's fake until you actually get a really good look at it from the side when it enters the boat. I'm like, oh, that is a fake shark, but it
Right.
happens so quickly that it's like you kind of forget it.
Yeah, true. I mean, just the way that he designed it, the way that all the creators went with how it was amazing.
Oh, definitely. It was definitely also a testament. Like Steven Spielberg in the past was very a different person than he is now, because I was watching a Red Letter Media's review of The Crystal Skull, and it talks about how he was different than he was back then because he didn't have any obligations to its children back then as much, and now he has these children who have children. And it's like, well, we need to make a movie for my grandchildren, and it's like, oh, that makes actually a lot of sense. Like,
Yeah, yeah, indeed, indeed, there, man. Because just because again, I mean, and especially the movie Jaws was similar to what we discussed a little.
it happened again. Daggone it, you stupid piece of junk! Daggone it! Oh no, not again! It keeps. Nah. Miss you too, Ed. So yeah, I apologize for for that. Why? Why does that happen? Maybe I need to do research on this.
Yeah, because because again, just the real thing was actually
Hmm.
yes about a young boy and bunch of friends who were swimming up the coast, and it was actually a bull shark that attacked because bulls are the only ones that can go in between fresh and salt water. But
Yeah,
based off that shark attack, in this book, Steven Spielberg decided to make a movie out of it.
yeah, and he called it Bruce because that's his lawyer, and like he's like a shark. Huh? I'm like, okay.
Right, right, exactly, exactly. So,
Like I'm not as,
so
but still, it's let's see. Let's talk about the characters themselves. Like his name is Brody, which is like I like that last name, and he's definitely like a newbie to this town, and he doesn't know the locals that much, and so therefore they're a little skeptical about him too, because
hmm
in in the beginning, it's like I think you're. I don't know if you're meant to be on the mayor's side in the beginning, but I am because like it's going to bring a lot of money. And one shark attack, really? We're going to close the beach after one shark attack? Come on. But as an audience, we're like, this is about shark attacks, so we're kind of on his
Right,
side.
right,
Like,
exactly. It's like, because the gut feeling kind of at first is like, well, who do you really side with? You got the mayor's point where yes, they want the big Fourth of July celebration to go off, and
okay, so Fourth of July. Okay, I
yep,
forgot.
yep, this was around Fourth of July time in the movie. And like it's big crowds and people are gonna be in the water. We
Oh
want
yeah, yeah.
so so they originally agreed. Okay, you know what? Fine, we'll keep the beaches open, but people just can't go in the water. But then that's where the mayor screwed.
Again. It's just a big bomb that happens. I wish I could close this off because I don't want people seeing that. Okay, but there's nothing there that's gonna be. Daggone it! Ah, sorry about that.
Yeah, it's it. Yeah, I don't get it, but yeah,
We're
I'm
just
just trying to
okay. Continue.
rehashing before the call dropped. Um,
Hmm.
Again, it's kind of like that gut feeling, like who do you side with, kind of thing. And yes, at the
Hmm.
mayor's point, you can see the mayor's point where yes, we need the money coming in and all that, but then as well as you know,
The
then you
meta. Yeah.
right. But Brody says, okay, you know what? We'll do this.
Hmm.
We'll keep the beaches open, but we're going to shut down the water because
Yeah.
we
Yeah.
can't have any kind of thing going on. But then during that time, what does the mayor do? He starts going up to people and says,
The
"Hey,
people need
hey
to
boys,
see
why don't you,
you like go into
yeah,
the
just go
water,
out,
so they'll
yeah,
go in the
just
water
go out in
too.
the water."
Yeah.
And that's where it comes back to bite the mayor in the butt.
Oh yeah, and then you see this because it's definitely the audience goers. You know this shark is out for blood. It's just this
Right,
hungry animal that has no feelings. It's a monster. It's like this shark is made to be a movie monster. It is not made to be a regular shark, because
precisely, precisely.
a
This thing's out for human flesh.
human flesh. Yeah, it's like rip and tear. Yeah,
Yep, yep,
and
exactly.
and the because like because like 75% of sharks are not bigger than like 4 feet or something. It's so this shark is like an it's not like megalon or something. It's not like this dinosaur shark.
Now,
It's just a great white, which is
right,
why I think people are more scared of it, because this is a real thing that is made to be a monster.
exactly, exactly.
And you drop. Like when the maybe I should um maybe you should join my call instead. Uh, um
Yeah.
I still have it open right here.
Huh. Yeah, because I'm on mobile, so
Oh, Ed, everything has feelings. Uh huh, sure.
join us, Ed. Join us, man.
Join us, Ed. Join us. Oh, The Shining. I mean, there's so many good horror movies. Uh, that people just ignore it as a genre nowadays, just to have a true jump scare. It's like, no, no, no. You could actually have an artistic thing to it. Like, make it good. In fact, I think next year I want to go over The Conjuring, because that's like a true to form back to like the old like 70s horror days.
Hmm.
Oh, it's frightening. Like I actually got really scared of that movie because I haven't gotten scared of a movie in a long time. Like, because
Right, right, and
because I'm very scared of supernatural things anyway.
yeah, yeah. I
Especially if
mean,
they
granted,
especially
you
if they
know,
ground it in mostly reality. Like, but but whatever. We're talking
yeah,
about Jaws.
right, right. Let's try and keep on the as much subject as possible here.
Yeah,
So,
because like so they finally like they catch this tiger shark, and they're like, that thing. Okay, and not to get it wrong, because the tiger shark is actually like pretty big. It's not a small shark. Uh,
Yeah.
and so that also does this thing where you see this little shark and then you see the great white and you're like, oh, like that makes it look like a guppy, you know. That puts the audience's mind into a whole new dimension, and
Yeah.
uh, it's a very effective visual aid for people. Instead of telling you how big it is, which they do, which was like, but people aren't gonna put that into matte scale. People need to see this thing, you know. And once you see it,
Precisely.
you're like,
Precisely.
"Are you sure that's that size?" you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, it's so this, and then it starts like it's because first they're like, and then when they go into the water, it feels like they're testing each other out, like they're feeling each other out. It's like a shonen anime battle where it's like, okay, we're gonna test each other. We're gonna mess around to see each other's power level, and then Jaw starts messing around. like he's like, I'm gonna sink this boat. You peons had your fun. It's time to
Yeah.
die.
Yeah.
like,
I mean, the
and of course, when you make a point, it starts to go down. Try joining mine instead. I don't know. Maybe I should disconnect and come back. Hold on. Let me try this again. Let me hang on. I'm gonna general. Here we go. Okay. I'm on voice call right now. Um, try to. Oh, okay. I guess I'll join call. Sorry about that.
freaking thing.
okay, so
But yeah,
continue with
I was
Goku
just
versus
trying to
Cell
say
thing.
like, I was just trying to indicate about like, um, the general power like towards the end scene where they shoot the barrels at the shark to
Mm-hmm.
try and keep it above float, but and they're like, there's no way you can go down with like what was it like 3 or 5 barrels attached to it and
But it
still was
does.
able to power it up to show its immense power.
Yeah, this thing is not powerful enough to drag barrels. It's not only that; it's got like bullets into it. It's got a like this uh, spear into it. Not a spear, but a what's it called? A hook shot. I forget what it's called. I know what it's called. I just can't think of it. Um,
Kind of like a harpoon in a way.
harpoon.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you. It's got a harpoon in it. It's got bullets. It's got barrels. But it starts dragging this boat around like it's a Tonka truck, like
Exactly.
like toy,
Exactly.
like it's a micro machine submarine. It's and then like it goes through the boat and like, geez, man, like this thing, it is like, sorry for my language, but it is pissed. like it's like I've had enough of you mortals, like like kind of thing going on.
Right. Right.
Like
Just
oh
how
geez.
it's how the boat starts to sink and all that.
And
So just
then Brody does like one of the most awesome one-liners of all time.
oh, you mean the smile, you son of a.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's like boom, like oh, like that's the most satisfying ending. And then the guy comes up from after the cage. I'm like, oh, that's good. 2 out of 3 ain't bad. I forgot about the cage scene. The cage scene is like one most like another popular scene. And he's trying to inject it with drugs, right?
So
Oh, did you get skipped again?
it cut
Okay.
off again.
It's like it's like it's almost like you got to keep your finger on that button now. like, geez.
Pretty much, yeah. But just yeah. I mean, the entire movie itself
This is fun, by
was
the way.
great.
This is really fun. I enjoy this
I mean,
immensely.
yeah. I mean, granted, Spielberg said himself that he did not intend to make this movie to scare people. It was just kind of, mostly to be entertaining. But unfortunately,
Uh
people took it the wrong way.
huh. I don't know about that. I'm like you can't make a movie about a shark killing people without it being scary. It's it's
True.
it's sort of like in Encounter of the Third Kind was kind of scary, because there are some like horrifying images in that movie as well, where it's like this is kind of scary, like because with wonder comes horror because it is the unknown. Uh, and that's the same way Jaws is. You don't know what this thing is capable of, so it keeps you in the dark, as well as because yeah. Hmm. That, I was going to make another point, but I went nowhere. Boop.
But no, these are all excellent points. So
See, I can do the film analysis, even though I haven't seen the movie in years. But I don't have an encyclopedic knowledge of Jaws because Jaws is one of those movies. It's like it's easy. It is so easy for a casual moviegoer to see it and have fun, but also be terrified. And because entertainment comes from being engaged, and there's no more engagement than being scared because you are at the edge of your seat. Because you are at the edge of your seat.
yeah,
Even
yeah,
the same way happened with me when Psycho. It's like I knew that woman in the beginning was going to die, but I forgot it during the movie. Because it was so engaging that it's kind of put it out of my head. I was able to get absorbed in the movie. It did not take me out at all.
yeah,
Same thing goes for Jaws.
yeah.
Well, I don't know. I don't know if there's any. What about flaws? I can't think of any like real flaws because it's definitely Spielberg wonderment, emotion over sometimes logic, especially when it comes to the shark. Because a great white is not that powerful.
True.
And like
True.
dolphins take out not take out great whites, but they definitely chase them away. It's like poof, get out of here. Like I'll see you next time, porpoise man.
Yeah. Hang on. Let me see if I can't add Ed here.
Oh no, we're gonna have Ed. Yay!
Well, we'll try. We'll try. I don't know
Okay.
if
I should be sleeping. Oh, never mind. He says he should be sleeping. He's
Yeah,
like,
I
hey
see
guys,
that.
how's it going?
it, it'd still be great to have Ed join us, though.
It's an idea. He's gonna feel like you have feelings too. Like not in this movie. Not this great white. This great white is a traitor to his own kind.
True.
The other great whites are down
there.
there going, "Hey, you should stop this," and they're like, "Ha, I'm gonna defeat them all. You watch me." Okay. But that's really a nitpick about the shark, really, because it's the only reason it is entertaining because the shark is a movie monster. And so I'm trying to think of like acting or writing, because in order for you to get the feeling that you do, you have to be manipulated to get those feelings across to the audience. Like for example, like the woman who's in like an all black, and she's in like funeral gowns, and she walks up the sheriff Brody, and I think he slaps her. I mean, she slaps him. Or does she talk to
the
him?
mother slaps Brody because she blamed Brody for her son's death from the shark.
Okay, yeah, okay. I thought it was a slap. Okay.
Yeah.
Because I'm like,
Yeah, 'cause she comes up and she just
like,
asks him, "Are you Sheriff Brody?" And he indicates yes and slaps him.
So he was at and he takes it. He's like, yeah, I should have done more, but really it should slap the mayor, but because that's the mayor's fault.
Right.
And
right,
then
exactly.
even the mayor has his limits in the movie, I think, because he's like, yeah, we need to stop this. It's like, okay.
Right after the 4th of July celebration with the shark attack, he then was like, "Okay, we definitely need to do something now." We definitely need to
Yeah,
get
because
this taken care of.
even he realizes he's gone too far. I don't know if that was a criticism of. I'm sure it's a criticism of greed, but I don't think it's like nowadays where they're like we gotta make sure we slam capitalism. I'm like, no, that's not capitalism. That's pure greed. But yeah, um, yeah, it's definitely greed over stuff because he knows how much millions they could make off of this. And since the town doesn't really get any bigger, he must like embezzle that stuff. It's like we're not going to build anything. We're just gonna have all this money. Like where does that money go? Like does it
Right.
go to people's paychecks or does it go to does it go to keep buildings maintained or does I mean you're going to need those millions of dollars now. it's, because they're going to have lawsuits up the A.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking though. I mean, these weren't really questions that you're supposed to build, but I'm just like inferring what would really happen. But yeah, I can't really think of anything really wrong with the film because it's well written enough for a general audience, but exceptional enough that people who want to overanalyze it would enjoy it as well. Because I don't know it well enough. I can tell you do because it's something I'm not entirely good with because I haven't seen it in so long.
Yeah, you'd be surprised with a a memory like mine sometimes, where yes, a lot of movies actually have their good points and their down points. And
Oh yeah, there's no such thing as a perfect film.
the first Jaws was phenomenal.
Oh yeah,
So,
it's a masterpiece of suspense. It's
yeah,
very Alfred Hitchcockian in that first.
it is. It is.
Mhm.
So I mean, the
'Cause,
way that they did the music, the way they
mm,
did the scenery.
music, scenery, yeah, and not. I'm trying to think of like it's not filmography. I forget the term, but yeah.
Yeah,
And I can't stop listening. I can't stop listening. No, sleep. That's
yeah,
okay, Ed. Sleep is for nerds. Oh my goodness.
yeah,
So
yeah.
man, this is what else? Because I guess we can go over the because I don't remember Jaws 2 that well. Because Jaws 2 is the one I'm like I am skipping on because it's not well enough known to make fun of. But Jaws 3 and Revenge are.
Right. Jaws' Revenge was
It had
Brody's
it
mother,
no
if I'm not
Brody's
mistaken.
wife, I believe, because Brody
Was it?
died in Jaws Revenge. And
There was two Brodies. There was two. There was the
yeah,
older
there
and
was
the
two
younger.
sons. Yeah.
So it was their mother. It was their
Yeah,
mother.
there's a mother who was crying, and then she kills the shark, and I'm like, because
Right,
she's going out with Alfred from the Dark Knight,
right, right. So,
and like
Jaws,
Jaws
Jaws.
3D is the one
'Cause
that, oh my
I
gosh,
never saw Jaws 3D. Never
oh
saw
it's
Jaws
so
3D.
good, it's so bad it's good, because they have SeaWorld in it, and of course it has the gimmick of 3D because that was the thing back in the day, where they used to
Yeah,
the 3D gimmick. Friday the 13th had it. Nightmare on Elm Street had it. Um, and so in Jaws 3D, and in Jaws 3D, they held a SeaWorld underwater tank, and so you could just go underwater. It was like Sea Lab 2020 down there. It,
mm,
it was this futuristic Bond lair with and like the hub of the SeaWorld thing looked like the Starship Enterprise underwater. Like, oh my gosh. It is amazing to watch because it is so bad. It's fun to watch. And so, like for example, the shark goes through the glass, but it stays there because
yeah,
the reason why it's stuck there is because the 3D effect is going off because the glass comes toward the screen. But man, that shark looks 100% fake. It is the fakest looking shark you've ever seen in your life.
Yeah, exactly. That Jaws, I remember. I think they did Jaws 3D, obviously based off of one of the other Jaws movies, and just kind of
It's one of the most famous scenes ever because it is so bad. Look,
yeah,
but that's what makes it so good. It's there are a few movies that can. No, actually, there are actually a lot of movies that can do that, where it's so bad it's good. Like that.
Yeah.
It's what I call the Batman and Robin effect,
mm-hmm.
where Arnold Schwarzenegger is so hammy that it actually makes it entertaining.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's definitely a movie on many levels of how dumb this is. In fact, Jaws attacks or I should say, I don't know if it's Jaws or if it's just like the wife of Jaws. I don't know. I think that was the Revenge.
Jaws Revenge.
Was it the son of the shark? I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, that was the one thing is they just kept saying that this shark is after the Brody family.
Yeah.
After the first one.
And he's like, the shark has a vendetta, and I'm like, sure. Like fish are known for having long memories.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, have I been fed today?
Right.
But but it's just, it's like, sure, do whatever you want. It's fine. Like, no one remembers you except for like material to make fun of. Movies are either remembered for three things: how forgettable it was, how good it was, and how much you can make a meme out of it. You know?
Exactly.
Like,
Exactly.
If you're not memey enough, like you go into that third category of no one cares.
Yeah. 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 Exactly.
And that's what Jaws Revenge and Jaws 3D are really for. Because it's just like, you can watch it, be entertained, but you know it's really, really bad.
Yeah.
I had a canteen.
Yeah. But this subject there, dude, has been a great one. Definitely have to give the shout out to not just you, but to seek your wisdom as well for his mentioning of it as well from the other day.
Oh yeah. What did he shout out?
For just bringing up the fact of Jaws yesterday in the.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know what I'm gonna do tomorrow. I have. I guess I can do Friday the 13th. Actually, I want to do The Thing. The Thing is so good. Like, I love that movie. That is a. If you've never seen it, it's a. It's the best movie to see the first time. Because here's the thing: once you see it again, it's not as good. It's one of those movies where it's kind of like Gladiator, where it's like if you see it once, it's really great, but once you see it again, it's like it's not as great. Like, if you catch my drift on what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Where it's basically like, it's not that it's still not good or even fantastic. It's just that the surprises it has are so good. The surprises it had are so good that it kind of like it loses its whole impact when you know what's going to happen. Like it's and like, but I love those kind of movies. I think because like even though I would love to see The Thing from the first time again, but it's sort of like I love the best Lord of the Rings is probably The Return of the King, but I like The Fellowship the best because you get to experience it for the first time all over again from the beginning as with the characters.
Yeah. So
that's how I feel about.
Yeah. Anyway, there, Falco. I'm gonna jump off there, man. But
okay, thanks.
Yeah, no problem. No problem. This has been a great discussion, and
absolutely.
We'll have to definitely try and invite others to do this.
Yeah, because I need others to recover my dumbness, like you've just done.
Okay.
But
yeah, great talking with you, man. And
absolutely.
Definitely. Yeah, we'll have to do something like this again.
Hopefully, it won't be blocked. Yeah, my video on The Exorcist got blocked worldwide.
I saw that. I saw that.
I was like, you
Yeah.
gotta be kidding! Why? Because I used the videos and like the audio was just fine. They just said you can't use money. I was like, I don't care. I don't get paid. Like, but
Right.
blocked worldwide. Even the
Yeah.
video says do not use, and I didn't see that. So I'm like,
Yeah,
oh,
it's
it even
ridiculous.
warned me. Like, but I'm just looking for clips. That's all I was doing.
Yeah.
So this is,
Yeah.
I think this is much better. So
Indeed, there, man. Indeed. Just
Okay.
with like a background kind of thing, because
Mhm.
it's not using actual film or nothing like that. So
well, I
so
don't think it's transformative enough to beat my own content because I don't talk enough during the scenes. But yeah,
yeah.
so it's like I'm not gonna fight it. I'm just gonna trim it out.
Yep. Yep. Exactly.
Well, even so, I have Windows Movie Maker now, and I downloaded the file from Twitch, and so I'm maybe I'll plan to do something with that.
Okay. That sounds good there, man.
Yeah, I'll see if I can do that. I'm learning so much through Twitch now, in OBS. Like I said, I'm not good with computers, so it takes me a while to do all this stuff.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's like anybody. I mean, the best way to actually learn from it is to actually ask others questions about how they work
Ask some
things
questions,
and all
look
that.
it up,
So,
actually do the research. And,
that too.
it's kind of fun actually to
Sure.
do all this stuff because that's how I got my Switch Nimble to work. I got a splitter and a capture card
Right.
for cheap. It was like $20 for all of it.
Not bad.
No, it's really
bad.
cheap stuff.
So,
All right.
Yeah.
Well, I think if you gotta go, you said
yeah.
can
I
too
mean,
much.
I'll definitely if you'll be on later tonight, I'll definitely catch you in chat later
Yeah.
tonight.
I'm definitely gonna I'm thinking about playing Star Tropics, or
Okay. Yeah, I know that game.
it's underrated. Like it's really underrated. It's a puzzle game with action adventure elements. Like
Yeah.
it has one of the best puzzles ever because you have to
True.
go into the manual, and then there's this wet cloth in it, and you have to use warm water to reveal a code. I'm like, oh, that's so unique.
Yeah. Yep. So anyway,
Anyways, all right. I guess you're gone. Well, bye. It said bye for you. Okay. It said bye for you.
yeah. Anyway,
It's like,
again, just
shut
great
up,
chat
Kevin.
with you. It was great chatting. And,
I never. By the way,
know.
I make fun of who I love. So
It's fine there, dude. It's fine. So, just great
all
to have
right.
a
Yeah. It was.
conversation with you.
This
so,
is probably the most fun I've had chatting in a long time.
I hear ya. I hear ya.
Because I have someone to bounce ideas off of.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's a lot better that way.
yeah.
So yeah, Jaws, great film. Go see it. And
Yeah.
if
Definitely.
you've never
need a
seen it before,
recap
it's
for
great.
Jaws
Even though we
3D
kind of
sometime.
spoiled it, like even people who have spoiled games for me, I'm like I'm still gonna like play that or see
Yeah.
it or yeah. So anyways,
Yeah.
I will be signing off probably in a minute, and
Sounds good.
I will see you later.
Sounds good there, Falco.
All right, man.
Take it easy, man.
Take it easy, my friend.
Yep. You too.
Yep. How many buys do we want to do? Okay. All right. All right. Well, I think I'm gonna. Just go back to OBS. All right. I'm lagging too much. Oh, sorry, man, but that's on you. So I'm gonna get rid of this. All right. So I think that was more productive than the other part. Just trying to comment on videos. So yeah, like okay, let's talk about the shark and feelings for a second. The whole point of the movie is that the shark doesn't have emotions. This particular shark, You know, not and like I don't know. Do fish have feelings? Do they really get hurt? I don't know, but you know what I mean. It's sort of like the whole point is that this shark is this aggressive monster. It's not acting like a normal shark. You know, so that was kind of the whole point of the movie. We're not saying sharks don't have feelings. Okay, Ed, is that fair, Ed? But okay. So yeah, I'm gonna sign off for that much and prepare to be on the internet. like so yeah. See you guys next time and thanks for they Kevin Case 82 for coming out and thanks for Sig Wisdom for advertising this topic for tomorrow. I do have a list of movie topics for horror movies to go by and if you ever want to change, I don't know. I definitely want to talk about The Thing next, but if you guys want to get another monster movie a try or anything like that, because there's a lot of classic horror movies that I think people just write off, you know, because they don't want to remember horror movies as being actual films, and I think that's wrong. But because a lot of those horror movies were definitely something. Because when they remake a horror movie, it's really, really bad. Like the Wolfman, all this stuff, and like the recent stuff, and like you don't know how to do these movies. Like, and if you're gonna do like I did like some of the ideas from the remakes. There were like Brand, not Bram Stoker, but I used to watch on James Rolfe like Monster Madness one where it's basically they did Hammer the Hammer horror films were basically like we're gonna go balls to the wall with this. We're just gonna do whatever we want. And some of those horror movies were like that. And I'm like, I see what you're doing, but this is the wrong time to do it. The reason why the Hammer films were so kind of good because people were it was still they were still in that age of these horror movies were around, and this was the alternative. You know, I think that was definitely something that the Hammer films were definitely doing at the time. You know, plus they were very foreign films, and so I think that was the wrong time to do it. Like I think it was around 2010 or something when they tried to do like the remakes, all that stuff. But yeah, classic horror films, man. They exist for a reason. Son of Frankenstein. Go watch that one too. Son of Frankenstein is actually very good. It's it's an interesting black and white movie. It actually got me interested in stuff. You know, thanks to like if you ever want to watch a short versions of reviews for horror films, Monster Madness is very good. Like if you want to say I like that premise, I may like that movie. Monster Madness is a clear way to go as well. It's he's good at that, and so but these are for like one movie per thing. So yeah, I'll see you guys later. I can't really think any more about Jaws because I think we covered all we can, even though there's more to it than that. But yeah, trying to think of like earlier on in the movie where they had all this stuff. We tried to cover it as much as possible. So, but yeah, I'll see you guys later. Take care and make sure to stay safe out there, especially at the beach.